Have you ever wondered if you really need to take those multivitamin pills every day? Well, guess what? That most of us don't. The truth for most people is that taking multivitamins every day might not even be necessary. In fact, it might be better if you skip them. So today we are going to explore why most individuals just like you might not need multivitamin supplements and who are the ones who actually need it. So let's dive in. So first let's try and understand that why do people have multivitamin? Now many people think that multivitamin is like an insurance. That taking a daily multivitamin can be like a safety net for your health because you feel they can make up for those missing vitamins and minerals in your regular meals. And to also make sure that your body is getting everything it needs to stay healthy. So people end up taking multivitamins because they feel that they're doing something good for their body. And these multivitamins are sold as a very easy and convenient way for you to buy and stay healthy. And people see them as a way to make sure that they're getting everything they need and to avoid problems caused by not having enough of these vitamins and minerals in their bodies. So people look at it as an insurance policy for their health. And why not take it? Because it's super convenient and you don't even really need to plan your nutrient dense meals. But most of this idea that we know is heavily marketed by the supplement industry that invests heavily in marketing multivitamins. And these marketing claims create an impression in our head that multivitamins are essential for health. And the thing is that when you don't have access to accurate dietary information or you don't fully understand nutritional needs, so in the absence of that knowledge, people turn to multivitamins to ensure they get the nutrients they believe that they need. But let's clear that out. Now, whatever said and done, the best source for you to get your multivitamins is actually your food. When it comes to food, a well-rounded and balanced diet that includes a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, proteins, and healthy fats typically provides all the essential vitamins and minerals that your body needs for good health. So your food is the primary source of nutrients, and your body is designed to absorb nutrients from food more effectively than from supplements. Plus, the nutrients in the food come with other beneficial compounds like antioxidants and fiber that help with absorption and support overall health as compared to supplements. Now, most of these micronutrients like vitamins and minerals are required by the body in very small quantities. It's not like your macronutrients, which is your protein, carbs, and fat, which you need in a much larger quantity. In fact, over-consuming certain vitamins and minerals through these supplements can cause negative effects on your health. Now, taking high doses of some nutrients can lead to toxicity and other problems. This is relevant to some fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and even minerals like iron. For example, too much of vitamin A can lead to symptoms like nausea, dizziness, blurred vision, and in severe cases can damage the liver and bones. Iron overdose can be life-threatening, causing problems like stomach pain, vomiting, and organ damage. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. High doses of vitamin D can cause excessive calcium absorption, leading to kidney stones and other issues. Overconsuming one nutrient can also disrupt the balance of other nutrients in the body. For example, if you take large amounts of calcium, it can interfere with the absorption of other minerals like iron and zinc. High doses of certain vitamins, especially the B vitamins, can cause digestive discomfort and even cause diarrhea or nausea. And what most of us don't realize is that excess vitamins and minerals are processed in your kidneys and liver. And high doses of multivitamins will put extra strain on these organs, potentially leading to damage over time. Now let's take an example of zinc and vitamin E. They are known to be one of the most important for immune function. Zinc helps your immune cells work effectively to defend your body against germs like bacteria and viruses. But if you take too much zinc, it can upset that entire balance, and your immune system might become less coordinated. Excessive zinc consumption can also cause immune suppression, and high doses of zinc can interfere with the balance of immune cells, causing an imbalance in the immune response. It may also reduce activity of certain immune cells such as the T cells and the neutrophils, which are very important for fighting infections. Now, people who take high zinc supplements are more prone to respiratory infections like a common cold. And all of this is quite similar when it comes to taking vitamin E. In fact, over-consuming vitamin E may also lead to health problems, including bleeding problems due to interference with blood clotting, gastrointestinal issues, and other side effects. And most of us don't even know if you're having enough or are we over-consuming. Basically, the whole idea of having multivitamins is to not have deficiencies, which was one of the major problems decades ago. But in many urban areas, considering the food we eat, having deficiencies is very rare. But places where people's diets are high calorie, dense, fast and sugary foods, they might lack nutrients our body needs. And even people in rural areas who have limited food access or people under in the poverty line with low income families may struggle to afford a balanced diet, which could lead to a lack of essential nutrients. But now comes the surprising part. For example, there was a study done called SELECT, and the study did not find a reduced risk of prostate cancer with vitamin E. In fact, it raised concerns about an increased risk of prostate cancer in some participants. Then there is another study that raised concerns about use of high dose of beta-carotene supplements, which are often included in multivitamins. The study found an increased risk of lung cancer among smokers and former smokers taking beta-carotene supplements. And taking high doses of some vitamins can cause skin issues. So niacin or vitamin B3 is one of them. When you have too much of niacin in your system, it can cause a skin reaction called flushing. This makes your skin turn red and feel warm, sometimes even itchy. It's just a way that your body is telling you that it's not happy with the extra niacin. And even though while flushing isn't typically harmful, it can be uncomfortable and something that you might not want to experience. Plus, research has also shown limited and mixed results when it comes to the effectiveness of multivitamin supplements, especially when trying to prevent a chronic disease or improving overall health for people who are not nutrient deficient. Now, if you're wondering whether you should take a supplement or not, let's make that simple too. Now, if you're diagnosed with nutritional deficiencies as confirmed with your blood test or any other diagnostic method, you may need targeted supplementation to correct those deficiencies. So speak to a registered dietitian. People who have bad eating habits, who are constantly eating foods that lack nutrients in it, might also require to take some supplementation. Older adults may also benefit from certain vitamins and minerals such as B12 and vitamin D, as they may have reduced nutrient absorption or reduced dietary intake. Also, people who have restrictive dietary habits, especially those with food allergies or intolerances, may need supplementation to fill those potential nutrient gaps. People who also engage themselves in intense physical activity may have increased nutrient needs, and they could also benefit from supplementation. But this should be determined on an individual basis, so speak to a registered dietitian. So some places you might not get enough sun for vitamin D, so you might have to get yourself checked before you start supplementation. Now, one that is really tricky is vitamin B12. So a certain bacteria that's found in the soil synthesizes vitamin B12. So traditionally, when fruits would fall and you would just consume them, that was one of the ways people got their vitamin B12. But today we can't think of doing that, considering the amount of pesticides and herbicides that are used in the soil. Plus, humans nor animals have the ability to synthesize B12 on their own, so they must obtain it from dietary sources or supplements. So for people who are on a strict vegan or vegetarian diet, the best way to get your B12 is by supplementation. Now, who doesn't need multivitamins? Most people who maintain a well-rounded diet that includes a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, proteins, and healthy fats, as I mentioned earlier in the video, don't need it. They can obtain all the essential nutrients that they require from food. So if you're healthy and you feel alright, you might not need a multivitamin supplementation at all. And one of the best ways to know if you're deficient of any vitamin or mineral is to take a blood test or any other form of diagnostic method. Now, supplementation can also be very expensive and costly over time, so the best thing is to just avoid it. Just go for natural sources and your body will thank you. So look for leafy greens, berries, citrus fruits, whole grains, nuts and seeds, colorful veggies like carrots, sweet potatoes, and even mushrooms. So do you really need to take multivitamins? Well, not really. Remember that our bodies are designed to thrive on what nature provides. And if you eat a good amount of whole food, you don't really need to even hold the supplement bottle. Might take a little effort, but eat those fruits and vegetables. And if you're concerned about your nutrient intake or your dietary restrictions, consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian. And until we meet again next, don't stress and be awesome. Prashadan.